Hi, my dear friends. Welcome back to another class of SQL. Now, in the previous video, I had discussed about the concept of trigger. What are the benefits of a trigger? Then, what is insert trigger? Then, I also illustrated an example so as to show the application of insert trigger. And in this video, I am going to discuss about the delete trigger. So if you have not checked out the previous video, then it's my request, kindly check out the previous video. Then only you will be able to fully understand the concept in this video about delete trigger. Now, in the previous example, I had created a hypothetical table with hypothetical values for illustration of insert trigger and then perform the insertion with the help of the trigger. And in this video, we are going to continue with the same example. Okay, so let us quickly jump here. Now, just have a glance at the tables that we created in our last class, and we will also see that how the values got updated after the insert trigger. Like select asterisk from components. Okay, I have to first activate the database class 2. So select line 1, hit the execute button, come down here and select asterisk from components, line number 49, execute. These were the component IDs, then component names, component costs. If you remember, COMP underscore ID for component ID, COMP underscore name for component name, COMP underscore cost for component cost. And under this, we have got mainly 5 products. This we had created in our last class. C-1 is for washing machine, then C-2 implies for refrigerator, then C-3 implies for split AC, C-4 implies for microwave, C-5 implies for laptop, and these are the corresponding costs of these components. Then select asterisk from components underscore available. If you select execute, you see initially in our previous video when I had created this table, then the component availability was 80. Like COMP underscore ID is for the component ID, and that identifies which component or which product, mainly washing machine. Then COMP underscore avail, it basically means components availability. Okay, like how many number of washing machines are available in the stock, how many number of refrigerators are available in the stock, how many number of microwaves are available in the stock, like this. So initially this C-1 for washing machine was 80. That means 80 washing machines were available. Then I performed the insert trigger, created the insert trigger, and via that we were successfully able to update the COMP underscore avail value for this particular product C-1, where after the order was placed, how many what was the order placed? 60 washing machines. That was the order that was placed. 60 washing machines were placed in the order. So 60 were taken out and 20 were left in the stock. So that's why it is 20. COMP underscore avail is 20. That is, once the order of 60 washing machines was placed, then definitely 60 got dispatched out from the shop and 20 washing machines were left in the stock. That's what COMP underscore avail for C-1 means. Okay. And if you select line number 47 and execute, this was the order placed, components underscore order. Okay. If you have not checked out the previous video, all these concepts were explained in the previous video. So kindly check out the previous video for this trigger, insert trigger where it was explained. Now, suppose I have explained a scenario. Suppose the shop owner wants to remove the microwave product from the shop due to lack of profit. There are 5 products, out of which suppose microwave product is not yielding any kind of benefit to the shop owner. So the shop owner has decided to completely remove the catalog of microwave from his shop, from his or her shop. Okay. So that means the owner will be very much interested in removing out each and every detail of microwave from the shop. So microwave details should be deleted from both the components and components underscore available tables. If you remember, in the components table here, this microwave data was created. This was the COMP underscore ID for microwave C-4, identifier for microwave, component name microwave, that is product, cost 8,000. And similarly, this table we had created in our previous class, components underscore available, and here you can see C hash 4. It identifies what microwave, comma 78 means how many quantities, or how many number of microwaves are there in the stock, 78. Now the owner has completely decided to remove this entire record of microwave from these table components, and correspondingly this particular record of microwave should also be completely deleted from the database of the shop. Okay, so for this also automation is required, isn't it? Like I will perform one event on a table, and that will like I will trigger an event in a table, and that will set up the action in some other table. Okay, so that is what the benefit of trigger is, automation like that, isn't it? So here we would require the delete event. Delete event. Delete event on what table? Components table. We know how to create a trigger. This command you have to give create trigger, then give a trigger name. Now in our previous class, you see the trigger name was my underscore trig, and here the trigger name is my underscore trig one. It is a good practice to keep different names for triggers. Okay, so create trigger, this command you have to give, and then give your trigger name, anything you can give. I have kept here as my underscore trig one. On then which table? Components table. For, then this for keyword you have to use. For what event? Delete event. As I told you in the previous video, trigger mainly is used. The concept of trigger is mainly to trigger an event in a table so as to set up an action in some other table so that automation happens, so that you don't have to separately go and perform the operation. Okay, it should happen concurrently. So that's what I've written here. Delete is the event that will be triggered on the components table. Then continue as usual. As keyword you have to give, begin keyword you have to give, end keyword you have to give, and between begin and end you have to write your query. Between begin and end you have to write your query, and that must be your delete query, because here I'm interested in deleting, isn't it? So between begin and end, you see delete from components underscore available. Here you see I'm creating the trigger on components table, and here I'm writing the query of delete from components underscore available table. You will see the relation as you have seen in the previous video also. Delete from components underscore available. So something will be deleted from components underscore available, where comp underscore id, that is component id, is equals to select comp underscore id from deleted. Okay, we don't have any kind of separate table for deleted, isn't it? Have we created any kind of table known as deleted explicitly? We have not, but still we are using this deleted as if it's some kind of a table, just like the previous video. Only in previous video also we had done something like this, from inserted, and then we saw how this inserted works inherently. Similarly here also you will see how the deleted works inherently. Okay, so it means what? Delete from components underscore available, where comp underscore id is equals to select comp underscore id from deleted. So create this trigger lines 54 to 60 and execute. Now, as I've written here, what is the action? Action is on components underscore available table, and that is to delete from it, isn't it? See, I will be like the delete is the event that will be triggered on components under components table, and once this event is triggered on the components table, then automatically the action of delete will be executed on components underscore available table also. So in both the tables, what will happen ultimately? The microwave details will be deleted. Let us see how that happens. So that's why I've written here action on components underscore available table is to delete from it. Definitely microwave. Let us see. We know how to use the delete query. So delete from components, where comp underscore id is equals to c hash hash 4. So see, once you create a trigger and execute it, and then you declare the event of delete. You declare the event of delete, like how I have declared the event of delete here. Then if you give out after you have created the trigger and executed, then once you come out of it and write this kind of a query, that is delete query, then inherently automatically this will be treated as your deleted table, just like inserted. If you remember in our previous video, as I told you, like in our previous video, this was the insert event that I had mentioned inside the trigger. Okay, this was the trigger which we had created for insertion, and the event I had mentioned, that what is the event? Insert event on which table? Components underscore order table. And then selected the entire lines from line 35 to 42. Then this particular trigger got created and got executed. After this, if you write some sort of insert query, then inherently this will be treated as your insert table. This entire thing will be treated as your inserted table, where this inserted table will have the same fields as that of components underscore order, and same values as that of components underscore order. So like components underscore order, there these values got inserted, and inherently inside the inserted table also these values got inserted. Okay, an inserted table will be just for that particular session only where I'm executing the trigger. Okay, similarly here also, what I'm doing here, once this trigger has been created, hit the execute button, already it has been created. Okay, so delete line number 62. If you follow, delete from components where comp underscore id is equals to c hash hash 4, this will be inherently treated as the deleted table, where this deleted table will have the same fields as that of components. And what will happen? You see, uh, comp underscore id value is what? Comp underscore value id is c hash hash 4, and this thing is treated as your deleted table. Now c hash hash 4 will come where? C hash hash 4 will come here. Select comp underscore id from deleted. So this select comp underscore id from deleted will yield what? It will yield C hash hash 4, isn't it? Because it's coming from the deleted table, and this is my deleted table. And here the command is given that comp underscore id will be selected from the deleted. What is comp underscore id from deleted? It is C hash hash 4. So C hash hash 4 will come out here. So this entire thing will generate what value? It will generate C hash hash 4. Now, anyways, in the components table, what's happening? In the components table, if you see, select line number 49 and hit the execute button, then come down here. Just if you look at the query, see, uh, this is the components table. At row number 4, you have comp underscore id, which is c hash hash 4. Comp underscore name is microwave. Comp underscore cost is 8,000. So delete from components where comp underscore id is equals to c hash hash 4. So this entire row, first of all, c hash hash 4 will be located, and then this entire row, that is row number 4, will be deleted from the components table. Okay, and simultaneously I also want that is from this table the microwave record is getting deleted. So simultaneously I also want the microwave record to be deleted from the components underscore available table also, without going to the components underscore available table. Okay, should happen automatically. So now what is the value here? See, delete from components underscore available where comp underscore id is equals to c hash hash 4, isn't it? Now automatically, as soon as the microwave record got deleted from the components table, simultaneously concurrently the microwave record will get deleted from the components underscore available table also, isn't it? If you look at this particular line number 48 and execute, you see, come down here and look at row number 4. Here what will happen? Delete from components underscore available where comp underscore id is equals to c hash hash 4. So c hash hash 4 will be located, and this entire row, that is row number 4, will be deleted from components underscore available table. So here I did not go separately to the components underscore available table to delete it. It should happen simultaneously, as soon as, because these tables are linked to each other also. isn't it? So if record is deleted from one table, then corresponding record should be updated or deleted from the other linked table also, isn't it? So select lines 62 to 63 and hit the execute button. One row affected, one row affected. That means for one row is affected from one table, one row is affected from the other table. Must be that those two tables components and components underscore available. So select lines 48 to 49 and hit the execute button. You see, can you find out any record from microwave from these two tables? C hash hash 4. C hash hash 4 was the identifier for the microwave product. Do you find it anywhere? No. See, one you have, two you have. There is C hashes 1, C hashes 2, C hashes 3, C hashes 5 you have, C hashes 4 we don't have right now. Because we just executed this, and as soon as this got executed, the trigger also came into action. That is, once this event delete was the event happening on components table. As soon as this delete event on components table got triggered, then and there the action got set up on the components underscore available table also, where microwave product also got deleted at the same time. So you see, this is for the this first output is for the components underscore available table. Okay, that is this particular query's output is this one. Microwave is gone, C hash hash 4 is gone, and similarly the output here, that is the below output, second output, is with respect to the components table. Okay, now here also you see C hash hash 4 is gone. C hashes 1 is there, C hashes 2 is there, C hashes 3, C hashes 5. These are there, but C hashes 4 is not there. And you can see washing machine is there, refrigerator is there, split AC is there, laptop is there, but not microwave. Microwave is gone. So this was about the delete trigger. So if you have liked this video, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button and press the bell icon for notifications. And that's it for this class. Thank you.